As I read this oversight plan, it looks like it was simply cut and pasted from 2022. It's the same tired, baseless stories, baseless allegations. But then the thing that really strikes me is a sentence in here that says, the American people elected President Trump with a resounding mandate to transform how Washington works. And it's consistent with what I've been hearing for the last 2 months, which is that Donald Trump won the election, and so therefore anything he wants to do was supported by the American people. That's hogwash. That is absolutely absurd. First of all, there was no resounding mandate. He got 49% of the vote. And none of the mandate was to transform how Washington works. It may be partially to address waste, fraud, and abuse, to address the efficiency of government. I mean, that certainly came in behind, in all the polling and exit polling, the economy, which he has not addressed in the least, other than to increase inflation and to increase cost of eggs and to increase the cost of prescription drugs. But this notion that this oversight plan would not stand up for Congress's own authority. What is happening right now is that the Republicans control the Senate, the Republicans control the House. And those senators and members of Congress are happily giving away all congressional authority and power to Donald Trump. They are sitting silently as Elon Musk, with his $13 billion of government contracts, uses whatever algorithm he has to identify keywords that he doesn't like and just starts cutting programs. We all would love to address waste, fraud, and abuse. We'd love to address government efficiency. But you cannot sit here, not a single one of my Republican colleagues can sit here and say, you know what Elon Musk is cutting, that you know it to be waste, fraud, and abuse. You don't. Nobody does. He doesn't even know if it's waste, fraud, and abuse because there's no investigation, there's no evaluation. Instead, he's just cutting, and you all sit there silently, letting some unelected billionaire get access to our personal identification information, cut programs willy-nilly, cut funding, potentially stop funding. I don't understand on what planet do you stop the funding for a program and then investigate it? Why aren't you investigating it while it continues? So the status quo can continue, so that Americans who rely on this money can continue to believe that they will have this money. And in many cases, that Congress appropriated and designated and obligated, and they're stomping all over that down at 1600 Pennsylvania, and there isn't a single Republican member of Congress who's willing to stand up for Congress. For us, for Congress. Just because Donald Trump has designated Elon Musk to do the work, and you're either afraid that Donald Trump will support a primary opponent, or you're afraid that Elon Musk will put $10 million into a primary opponent, and so you happily turn over all of your own authority. What is the point of being here? Why do you run for office? Why do you want to be elected to Congress? So that you can bend the knee to the executive? So that you can bend the knee to Donald Trump? There's no mandate for Congress hiding in a cave. The mandate is to address the issues that the American people are facing, which is inflation, which are high costs, which is affordability. And if you want to address waste, fraud, and abuse, we're happy to do it with you the right way, by coming back to Congress and showing us what's wasteful, what's fraudulent, what's abuse, so that we can vote as the owners of the power of the purse to make those decisions. And I yield back.